All right, we got today's mail call. I didn't plan on getting anything before mine and Mr. S's beach trip, but this popped up and I just had to get it. It was a good deal. Somebody gave me an offer on it, and I was just like, you know what? I've been wanting this figure for a while, and I do plan on getting its classified version soon. So I said, why not? And this is a large scale version, but I wasn't gonna. I wasn't gonna get anything and everything. I was saving up for a beach trip, but my dad gave me a bunch of vinyl records from like the 50s, 60s, and 70s, and and I sold a bunch of them, and I was able to. I was going to use that as part of vacation money, and because there's a vintage toy store down there. But like I said, when this popped up, the guy, I had it on my watch list, and somebody said, he made me an offer for it, and I was like, you know what, I got to get it. I do. I got to get it. So we went ahead and got it, and so let's pop it open here. Take a look. Now, unfortunately, this is not a cheap figure. Even with the deal, it was quite pricey, and I probably shouldn't have got it, but I've been wanting it for so long, and the guy offered a pretty good deal on it. So it's Big Lob, a Collectors Club exclusive Big Lob, and I am going to open them up. Some people might be screaming at me, "Don't open that!" Well, I buy things to open. I do. I buy things to open. So I do have a few figures that I have in there. In the I can't pick that up. I do have a few figures I keep in these little containers here. And I do have a few figures that I didn't open, but anyway, here's his file card. Zoom in on that, see if I can get a better angle. There we go. I should be paused long enough there for let everybody read it. Okay. Nice artwork there. That's the front. I didn't have Big Lob as a kid. I do remember seeing it, but I never got it. By the time I got into G.I. Joe, it was the Deke era. And I saw him at like yard sales and stuff, but I didn't really know who he was. So I kind of wish I had picked it up, but we're going to open it. And I am going to save his card back, though. I don't buy figures to keep them as, selling them later down the road. I don't care how. I buy these figures to enjoy, to open and enjoy. And let's see. Here we go. All right, there's the little better card art there. Now, G.I. Joe Reservist, codename Big Lob. Adult collectible. Let's take a look at them here. Let's see. This looks like the grenade launcher that came with the modern or the Collectors Club hardball. Dang, where's the tape at? There it is. I just got home from seeing Mr. S and work and stuff. I am absolutely beat. I work at a auto parts store, and today we're short-handed, and so today they had me driving. So I've been literally on the road since about 8 o'clock this morning, delivering parts all day, and I am beat. But yeah, I'm glad I got to see Mr. A. He's over at my parents' since I have to work, and I need somebody to help watch him. So he just stays with my parents until I get a day off. And Saturdays we're having his birthday party. Yesterday was his birthday was his actual birthday, and got to see him and spend some time with him. Not much since I had to work, but that's part of it. Let's see. Not double jointed on the elbows. That's odd. Just single joint, and he can do like that. No butterfly joints, but he's got pretty good movement. Wrist movement. And then let's see. Nope. No, doesn't look like he has any wrist articulation. He does have nope, no double jointed knees either. See, nope, no rocker. Really? Huh. Okay. Well, he does have the ab crunch though. Usually they make these double jointed knees. Huh. Let's see here. That does turn there too, and he does have head movement, so he can. Neck's a little disproportionate looking. Let me zoom in on that. Kind of looks a little weird. That neck's a little strange looking. I don't know why. If you watch Star Trek, it kind of reminds me of a Cardassian a little bit. Just that part. I don't know if any Trekkies in there out there. Just let me know if you see it too, because I mean it does. It kind of looks like a Cardassian's neck a little bit. I mean the face sculpt is decent enough. Got nice, it's not decent enough. Hair and head sculpt's decent enough. I mean, he looks good. There's his stand, big lob. I wish the classified came with these stands that said G.I. Joe and their name on it. I do wish that, because the retros come with stands, but the classifieds don't. I kind of wish they would have stands. All of them come with stands. And let's see. He doesn't. I just noticed he doesn't have a. There's his pistol. He doesn't have a holster anywhere. Huh. There's definitely some things lacking on this figure. And here's that's his grenade launcher. Let's see how well he can hold it. Let's see here. These figures are usually good about being able to hold things. And I know a lot of these collectors clubs. A lot of these, they were meant to stay in the box. But I'm an opener. I mean, there are some people out there, if you want to keep your stuff in the box, hey, more power to you. Yeah, he can double hold. Not very well, but he can double hold it. But I'll probably do like this. Put him on the shelf. That way he doesn't have any loose pieces laying around. Because I really don't like loose parts laying around the shelf. Let's see here. I'm sorry if I'm sniffing. I'm allergies. They kick my tail. It's always from like March to March to November. Allergies just kick my tail. Let's see here. Yeah, I'll probably display him like this. Oh, let me zoom down a little bit. I'll probably display him like this. That way his or maybe even like maybe even like that or something. Just so he can hold everything, so I don't have anything loose on the shelf. But like I said, I do plan on getting his classified version eventually. I've seen it twice in the store now, and twice I've passed them up for something else. So I'm hoping to find them again on our beach trip. I'm hoping that that's one of the ones. That's one of the goals of my beach trip as a souvenir. Joe, go out Joe hunting with Mr. S. But thanks to everybody for wishing Mr. S a happy birthday. He got to go to there was a church. It just so happened to fall on the same day. There was a church youth club going to a water park. It's relatively local. It's about 45 minutes from here. But it's a pretty good sized water park, and it's actually pretty close to where I work at. It's I work. It's about a 30-minute drive for me to get to work, and then that's about another 10-15 minutes down the road from me. So maybe even 20. But anyway, he had a lot of fun. He got to hang out with all the youth club, and he goes to a different church with his mom than we do, but he has good. He has some school friends that go there with him, and of course, Mr. S makes friends wherever he goes. He's a very friendly fella. And he's definitely not as shy as I am. He's way more outgoing than I am, which is good. But they got to sing happy birthday to him, and he got to ride the youth bus and the youth shuttle bus and go down there and swim from like 4 o'clock to like 8 o'clock at night. Yeah, he had a blast, and he came back. He told me his arms were sore, and I'm like, good. That's a good thing, because he played hard. And he also said that he had a lot of fun, and Shane from same time from let's see if I can get my hand in the picture. There it is. Same Time Toys. Shane, man, I appreciate you for wishing him a happy birthday and talking to him, and I really appreciate that on your Smoking Joe stream, and I really appreciate that. He said it's the end of my childhood, and I said, buddy, you're still a kid. I was like, oh, well, granted, the older you get, the less you get away with. But I was like, you're still a kid, and you still have a long way to go. So I said, you're still technically a child. I said, even at 18, you're still a kid. And I was like, you're just a more grown kid. But Shane, I appreciate those words of wisdom, encouragement for him, and that helped his feelings a lot. You have no idea. I appreciate that very much. And I appreciate everybody's birthday wishes to him. It's hard to believe he's 12. It really is. It's so hard to believe he's 12. Just seems like yesterday. He was born at like 2:30 in the morning, 2:37 in the morning, and I just remember how tired we all were, and a few false calls and stuff like that. But he's a good kid. He loves to play the trombone, and he's he's a lot more outgoing than I am, especially at that age. I was a shut-in, basically, at that age. I didn't want to talk to nobody. I didn't want to do nothing. I just wanted to stay home and watch TV and play with my toys. I didn't want anybody bothering me. But I was just extremely shy. But I still am pretty shy, but I try not to be. But again, Shane, I really appreciate that. That's really cool. That's really cool of you to do that. It made his day. And I did also get a sticker in. So let's pop this thing open. It's I don't know if anybody watches this channel. It's called How Ridiculous, and it's some Australian. It's like three Australian guys that do all kinds of things, like how many arrows can go, or how many balloons can an arrow go through, and how many like a hammer, and like they throw a hammer and through glass, and how many glass panes will it go through? And it's just something fun for Mr. S and I to watch. It's kind of hard to see, but he's got HR on his hip there for how ridiculous. If you haven't seen that channel, I recommend watching it. It's pretty good. So we're going to put this on the board here. Carefully pull it out. Let's see. That's kind of strange. I don't know why they put that there, but whatever. I think if it goes next to Ronnie's, I'll put it next to Ronnie. Put the Aussies together. Aussie. Oi. Hey, Phoebe, I'm not trying to pet you, you little turkey. Can you move, please? This is really hard to do when you smacking my hand. Come on, let me put you down. I know you want attention. I'm sorry. I'm trying to do this because you're... Cat! I don't want to pet you right now. You know, you won't be doing nothing until I try to do something, and then all of a sudden you're all over me. Because I'm a cat. That's what I do. Yeah. Get down, please. Let me do what I gotta do, and I'll pet you in a minute. Get down. You are so crazy, cat. You really are. It might be a marker to make it level. That might be what that side piece is for. I also nickname her Chitty because she talks all the time. Chitty Chat. Man, cat. Good Lord. Yeah, Chitty Chat. That's a good name for her, Chitty Chat. Sorry if y'all saw me. I'm wearing my Christmas pajamas. It's the only thing that fits. Alright, don't knock it over now. Quit. I know you want attention. I get it. You want attention. I know. Yeah, you want attention. I get it. I'll play with you in a minute. Where's your toy at? Go get your toy. Yeah, go get your toy. Go get your toy. I love her to death, but dang. Well, this was today's haul. I'm pretty glad. I'm very glad I got Big Lob, and like I said, I plan on getting this classified. So when I do, I'll pull this back out and compare. And you got your toy? Yeah, you did. But yeah, he. Like I said, when I get the classified, I'll pull him back out and we'll compare, see what they look like together. And I'm going to give a shout out to Rick Ship 85, Triple D's Dungeon, Podcast from the Pit, Punkwood Toys, One End Toys, which I just remembered something, What's on Joe Mind, Fandom Power, 3POA, Pixel Dan, It's Chad, G.I. Jetman, 3-Star Draw, Hyperdelic, Frostbite's G.I. Joe Repro, Emerald Light Photos, Circle of Jerks, Model Misfits, Ronnie Trick Shot always. Always recommend Ronnie Trick Shot. Fantastic cricketer. I think probably the best one in the world. He needs to be an Olympic champion eventually. And Shane, again, thank you for the birthday shout outs to Mr. S, Joe Hunter 73, and Kiwi Custom. And also Sparkster 1701 if you like G.I. Joe custom Legos and Transformers. And one in a few weeks ago, Mr. S was going to give out a Pokemon autographed by Mr. S Pokemon card. And I put on video for say I'm in to whomever. And the only one that said anything on it was One In. So I was going to have a draw, but since One In's the only one, it's kind of pointless to do that. So congratulations, One In. You won the Pokemon card with Mr. S's signature. If anybody wants anything that Mr. S has autographed, he autographed like a bunch. He did. He autographed like a bunch of baseball cards and stuff. He was just doing that giveaway, and then all of a sudden, like a week later, he gave me all this. So if anybody's interested, PM me on Instagram, JoeFan1984, and I'll send you one. But won the raffle. Congratulations, won in. Thank you. And I'll get this mailed out when I get a minute, if I get a minute, because I got a busy week with spending time with Mr. S and working all week. And then Saturday is Mr. S's main birthday party. That's going to be his main party. That's when all his friends are coming over, and everybody's going to play and have fun. And I got a cornhole set up, and I got tetherball, and got some bats, some gloves. They can play baseball, and I got the football aired up and kickball, and then he's got 2 controllers for his Switch 2 now, so they can play. And well, technically he's got 3 controllers now, yeah, for his Switch, so he can play now. All 3 of them can play at once. I'm sure they'll probably play Mario Kart or something. And but again, congratulations, won in. I forgot what I was talking about, but congratulations, won in. You won the raffle. If anybody wants one of these old baseball cards that's autographed by Mr. S, just hit me up on Instagram, JoeFan1984, and I'll send it to you. And it may take a while because I work, but I mean, I still get 2 days. That's the running gag, is that I work all the time, which is true, I do, but I still get 2 days off a week. But I usually go, my average shift is I go in at 9 in the morning, and I technically get off at 8, but I always say 9 because that's about what time I get home. It takes me about 30-40 minutes to get home, and then by the time I get home, I got to feed my cats. I got to do stuff with them. I got to feed them, take care of them, play with them for a few minutes, burn off some energy, and then I usually jump on a stream or something. But as soon as I get in my chair, I get in that recliner and I pass out. But and then sometimes I got to stop by my parents' house and help mom and dad with some stuff. So that's why I would just say 9 to 9, but it's really 9 to 8. But and then other times I'm 6:30 to 6. So it's it just varies from day to day and what's going on. And we're shorthanded. We're trying to hire some more people. And I have told him the other day, I said, look, man, I got to kind of cut back on some hours. I'm getting too old to be working 12 hours a day, 5 days in a row. And I'm getting too old for this. I got to kind of cut back a little bit. Yeah. I was like, I'm sore all the time. I'm grumpy. I'm not sleeping enough. And I just need a little bit of a break. Hey, Chitty, I know you want to play. I know, I get it. I'm about to play with you. But anyway, this was today's haul. Everybody, have a good day. Take care. And yo, Joe! Rotten. I'll end it right there. Yo, Joe.